Hey everyone, it's LegoPandaStudios here, and I'm back with another live stream, and today we'll be building the Lego Marvel Bro Thor's new Asgard. So let's jump right into it. It looks like we've got quite a few stickers. We've got the sticker for the sign, a couple pizza boxes, the TV display, which I think is supposed to be a video game, newspaper, and then some sort of photo. Hey, what's up? It's been a little while since I've done a stream. Yeah, I hadn't really bought any new sets in a really long time. So I kinda didn't really have much to do. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of shorts. Those have been much easier for me to manage as of recently. But I'm trying to slowly get back into making some longer form videos other than the shorts. But those have been fun to make too. Those are easy because I can post them on TikTok and I can post them on here too. But yeah, definitely want to get into making some longer stuff. You know, I haven't. What did I get? I did get some clearance stuff. I didn't get anything from this most recent Walmart clearance. I bought some stuff a little bit before that. It might have been a part of the same clearance deal, but I know earlier in like July, I want to say I picked up a couple Harry Potter sets that were discounted at Walmart. Not like a super great discount, but somewhat of a discount. I picked those up. I've been meaning to go over to Walmart and see if they have any more, have any other sets that I can try to pick up, but I haven't had a chance. Maybe I'll try to make myself do it either this weekend or some evening this week. Oh, wow, now that is some real hardcore Lego set buying right there. Yeah, I mean, I bought the Harry Potter sets most recently, and then before that, I bought a bunch of Target clearance sets. I forget if I had mentioned that on a previous stream, because that was a while ago that I did that, but yeah, I picked up some sets from Target. I picked up 2 Star Wars sets. Oh, two different Star Wars sets and then something else. I forget exactly, but that was pretty cool. I really want to check out Walmart. I really should. I just keep putting it off. It was from Target Online. I know some people have been finding stuff in store, but this particular stuff that I found, I got online. Again, I got 2 of each. Oh yeah, a Star Wars set, and then also I got the Thanos mech. Yeah, I think that's the deal. The deal that you're talking about is the one that I got stuff from. I did score pretty big at Goodwill recently. I don't know if you saw my short about it, but scored 3 really great sets that I'm probably going to part out and sell on my Bricklink store. But it was a Technic set. It's like a $50 or $60 Technic set, I'm pretty sure. And then a smaller, not the smallest, but a smaller Trolls World Tour set. And what was the third one? Why am I blanking? Yeah, it was a Trolls World Tour set, Technic set, and then a Legoland set that was on the smaller side. Yeah, I posted it everywhere. I put it on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. But yeah, I was really surprised. At first, I thought maybe it was from a Target clearance because I saw while I was also in the Goodwill, there were other unopened toys that had Target clearance stickers on them. But then I looked at the bottom and it had some other label on it from some other store that I hadn't heard of before. So I have no clue where that stock came from. But it was a pretty cool find. There was a friend set that I found too, but when I got up to the register, I realized it was taped shut, like resealed. So I was like, oh, I don't feel like taking that gamble, so decided against that one, but, you know. Definitely hoping to score big like that again at some point. Oh wow, that long. I've been going a lot more. I've been trying to find as many Lego deals, any of that type of stuff. Most of the time at thrift stores, I score nothing, at least for Lego stuff. But I've gotten lucky a couple times. I kick myself now, but a few years ago, I was at a Savers. God, this is probably like 5 or 6 years ago now, maybe even longer than that. I was at a Savers and they had a sealed Lego sports set from like the early 2000s. And they had 2 of them actually. And because I was young and didn't think, I opened them. And then I think I ended up giving them away down the road. I think I brought them back to Goodwill or somewhere. But I'm kicking myself now. Those sealed probably would have sold really well. Oh yeah, I mean, I feel that. I always want to participate in these like amazing discounts and deals and stuff that are going on, but I'm just like, yeah, but I'm always just hesitant because I don't want to put too much money into it. But I mean, it's kind of dumb to think like that because you just get return on your investment, you know? But it's always, putting that money in is always a little bit nerve-wracking in a certain sense. Yeah. Lego really is profitable, and it's so interesting to see how many people, even in like the reselling community at large, do not realize the value. But, you know, they just pass it off as, it's just a kid's toy. You know, that doesn't have any value. It's like, oh, you're missing out big time. I mean, there's people who have make their entire living off of Bricklink. So, it's definitely a good way to make some money. And also, if you find something really interesting while thrifting, you keep it for yourself. Yeah, that's insane. Really, truly insane. Yeah, Legos are truly very profitable. I remember when I first got into the Lego community, started a Bricklink store and all that, I was always, you know, intimidated by other people who had Bricklink stores and they were operating them at like a huge scale. People who were reselling Lego and all that. I was like, oh, that seems like so difficult. And it's like, how do you know what's worth what? And it's like, it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it and figure out where to look for information. But you know, I have thought about that before myself. I'm like, I know some people religiously use Brickset to keep track of like their collection. But I only used it a few years ago, or more than a few years ago at this point. This was like when I first started my YouTube channel. I was using it to keep track of my sets, and at that time I had like $1,000 worth of Lego sets. So like I can only imagine what A, the value is now, and 2, because I've bought more since then, like how much the complete collection is worth. It's insane. But yeah, one of the pieces of content that I want to start making for my YouTube channel and start making longer form content is I'm trying to organize and clean up and better manage my Bricklink store in such a way where maybe I can expand it and get bigger and, you know, not only resell whole sets, but also get more into, you know, buying sets at discount, parting them out, adding them to my store. And I'd love to make videos about that and show kind of that process, you know, because I know there's people who do it, but you know, I'd love to show like how I go about it and just like, you know, how much opportunity there is in doing it. Because I think, you know, people have behind the scenes videos, you know, where they show them packing orders and stuff, but you know, that just like touches the surface of like this whole reselling community, the idea of reselling. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna take my time and make sure I am prepared, you know, have my store organized and whatnot. Because right now I don't really do a lot of sales just because it's not a priority, so I'm not always adding things to it. But I want to try to make it more of one and try to make something out of that. Oh, I'm subscribed to him too. In the past few months I subscribed to him. He makes some really cool videos. His Bricklink store is massive. And it's really cool how, I mean, he makes half-hour long videos where he takes you along the entire way of pulling these orders. Like, he has a really cool channel. But yeah, if I were to actually update my brick set, God, first of all, that would be a challenge because I just haven't touched brick set in probably since like 2014. So that'd be 7 years of backlog of all these things that I've bought since then and probably dismantled. So it'd be kind of hard, but I probably could still do it. And mine probably would be a good chunk of collectible minifigures. I don't think 500 for me, but I have at least 100 if I had to guess. I don't have every complete series, even though I'd love to. Just never was able to complete many of them. I think I only have one complete minifigure series, and I think it's series 11. Yeah, I mean, I probably should get back into putting my stuff on Brookset. So yeah, I actually know what I have. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. I don't have many duplicates. I don't think. Most of the duplicates I do have, at this point, I've put up on my Bricklink or gotten rid of in some other way. But yeah, in terms of like new content that I want to try to make, definitely would love to do the Bricklink store stuff. Definitely would like to keep up these live streams as much as I can. It's more so a matter of like having a set to build, which I think I'll have a few for the next few weeks, but spreadsheet, to be honest with you, no, I don't. I'm not really, I'm only recently trying to get really into keeping track of all that. Up until this point, I've just used like Bricklink's interface, which is crap, but yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. It's just using Bricklink. But moving forward, I definitely need to use something more like that. That's like one of the things is like with my Bricklink store, I don't have properly numbered drawers or anything of that sort currently. And that's one of the things I want to try to improve and, you know, utilize, because it'll be so much easier to pick orders that way. Like, that's how everybody else does it. Well, thanks. I appreciate that too. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to keep them more consistent. It's fun to talk with other people in the community. Which is something I've been able to do so much more than when I first started. Because when I first started, I was younger, much younger, and way more intimidated by, you know, reaching out to people or, you know, having these conversations with other people in the community. But like, now that I'm older, I don't feel that way. And it's nice to actually, you know, be able to talk to people in the community about, you know, things that I'm interested in. Like, the community on TikTok is really strong. And I don't like talk to people a ton on there, but like, you know, it's always like positive interactions and people supporting each other, sharing ideas. So that's what these live streams are good for. And overall, just making videos about Lego in general. It's good to connect. I mean, I think it's normal to more people now than ever before talking to strangers. But no, it's good. It's good to have, you know, because like it's harder to find local Lego communities, and you know, especially if you live in like a smaller area. But the great thing about the internet, you can connect with Lego fans from anywhere. You know, you don't have to just go to Brick Fair or go to like a convention. Oh my god, 10 hours. Damn. I mean, hey, that's fun though. You get to talk about and stuff you like and whatnot. That's fun. That's what fan communities are all about. I also feel like it's easier for me now to have these conversations and, you know, participate more in the community. Because, like, maybe that was just because I was a kid, but when I was younger, I felt like there were a lot of kids in the community, but there weren't many adults. Now I feel like there's more adults in the Lego community than kids. So, there's more people to talk to. You know, people who are either much older than me or around my age. I mean, hey, life, Lego. It's always good to have people to talk to. I mean, and one thing that I've always thought is that I feel like people who are Lego fans, not always, but a lot of the time, they have similar, you know, other interests as well, whether it's video games, movies, television, stuff like that. Like, I think I mentioned that before on another stream of mine, but the amount of people that it's not like a ton of people, but like the amount of correlation between people who like Lego and are now either in the film industry or just really like movies and like talking about movies is like insane. It's just like that creativity aspect, I think, brings people together. Oh yeah, overall, I think there's more kids into Lego as a whole, but in the community, I think there's more adults than ever before. I have a Discord, but I honestly really I don't use it. I've mostly made it because I have like some friends that use it occasionally to like stream a game and everybody plays. But no, I don't really use it a ton. But I have one. Hey, I mean, I'm always down. I don't really use Discord much, but it's mostly just because I haven't had a way to really utilize it. That is one thing that I've been kind of surprised at, is that there aren't more Discord servers for like Lego fans, but maybe I'm just unaware of them. Oh yeah, I'll check it out. Thank you for the invite. Always looking to connect with more Lego people. Lego fans. Yeah, I'm excited for whenever I'm able to go to a convention again, because, you know, when I was younger, I just, like I said, I didn't really talk to too many people. So when I went to like Brick Fair, I kind of just like did my own thing. Granted, it was my first Brick Fair. But yeah, it'd probably be more fun now that I actually like know some people. Hey, I mean, that sounds right up my alley. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would have. There was a part of me that was hoping that at this point in this year that I would feel comfortable going to Brick Fair, Virginia, or any Brick Fair or any convention really. But I'm like, no, I'm good for this year. Maybe next year. I also really probably wouldn't have had the money to go anyways, or the time. I haven't really watched too many. I don't think I've actually really watched any vlogs from Brick Fair, Virginia. I think I've just seen like a little bit of some random posts on like Instagram and stuff, but it looked fun. I mean, I haven't been to Brick Fair, Virginia since 2013, so and I've wanted to go back since 2013. So it's just one more year. Oh no, I mostly just meant with the COVID stuff. Not for me. But maybe next year I'll try to go. I would if Brick Fair New England still existed, I would go to that because that's the closest one to me. And that one I went 2 or 3 times to that one, and it was really fun. But they've stopped doing it. I assume because of low attendance or something. But that one was easier for me to get to because it was not too far from me. Whereas for me, Virginia's like a 7 or 8 hour drive, something like that. It is a bit of a haul, so I have to dedicate a lot of time to going. But I do want to do it again, so shall see down the road what happens. And I know there's Brick Fair, New Jersey too, but that one's ending after this year, so now my options are I either drive really far away or don't go at all. Because then after that, I mean, there's other conventions, but in terms of Brick Fairs, after that, it's only Brick Fair, Alabama, and Brick Fair, Virginia. Yeah, I mean, that seems to be a common thing. Because I just remember watching older Brick Fair vlogs. That's what everybody does. They just hang out. And yeah, like you said, it's like less about the Lego and more just about being together. Which is all good because, I mean, being Lego fans is just what connects you. But enjoying each other's company is the next level of that. Yeah. That was my problem when I first went, is I knew of people. Like, I recognized people, but I didn't ever reach out to anybody online when I was younger. So, no one would have known who I was. But now I think I would actually maybe know a handful of people. More so from TikTok than YouTube. But either way, it's still cool to know people for finally. I know at Brick Fair, Virginia, it's always funny to me. There's just like this one Italian restaurant that I think it must be in the same plaza as the Dulles Expo Center. Or I think that's what it's called. I forget. That like every vlog, you didn't go to Brick Fair if you didn't go to this Italian restaurant. At least that's what it seems like. Yeah, see, it's the opposite for me. I've been able to connect with more people over TikTok just because I've gotten more views there. Whereas on YouTube, I'm like slowly crawling back up. Because, like, you know, before I took a break a few years ago and I stopped making videos, I was like deeper into the community, but like now I'm kind of having to do this, like, not resurgence, but like, you know, gotta post more and, you know, more people will come with that. Oh my god. I didn't even know there was a Hooters near the convention center. Yeah, that sounds like a very interesting place to go with a bunch of Lego nerds. Yeah, I don't know. Every vlog I see, it's always just like one restaurant everybody always goes to and gets like a huge table. I mean, I haven't been to one before, but I've heard the food is not the best, but it's pretty good for what it is. Yeah, Brick Fair, Virginia. What a gem. Ah, I see. Yeah, I really wish that there were more conventions in like the Northeast. Because I really don't think at this point there's any, to be honest. Now that after Brick Fair New Jersey ends. Other than like I think Philly Brick Fest. I also think I'm missing a piece, which is fun. Unless it just rolled away. I feel like every time I live stream, I always am building a set that's missing something. I guess I'll do without it for now. See if it turns up. feel like I've had more sets than ever in the last, like, year that I've gotten back into Lego that have been missing pieces. And I don't know why, but it just seems to be the case. Because I'm pretty sure I was building the Winnie the Pooh set when it first came out. And I think I was missing like 2 or 3 pieces. It was something insane. I was like, what? This is crazy. Which set were you building today? This is the first set I've built in... Yeah, this is the first set I've built in weeks, probably. Probably since the last live stream, honestly. Oh, nice. I mean, half the sets that I end up building are smaller. Mostly because I just cannot afford to get the larger sets. Or just don't want to shell out the money. I could get them, but I'm like, no. That's one of the reasons why I'm building this one. I mean, I've wanted this one since I knew it was coming out, but... yeah, I always tend to go smaller. Just so I can, get more sets to build from different themes and stuff. But yeah, Ninjago's one that I have never really been super into. Even back in like 2013 or whenever it was that it first came out. I was just never the biggest fan. They're fun to build, but they're just not I'm much more into, like, Marvel, City, Creator, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I build far and few between. Like I've said previously, I mean, I'm trying to get more into like mock building, but sometimes stuff with like Marvel, like I just can't pass it up. Like this set to me was really cool, and now that I've seen the first episode of What If, I want to get the Hydra mech, which I didn't want initially, but after I watched the first episode I was like, now I kind of want this. So, I'll probably get that at some point. And I think that one's about the same price as this one, so it is in my price range. Yeah, Marvel is very fun. It gets a lot of flack in the film community for being unoriginal. But sometimes you just need a fun movie that is entertaining and gets you into it. Which I think for me, Marvel does that. And I've been particularly liking these new, like, formats they've been trying out with, like, WandaVision and Loki and all that. Like, you get more of your Marvel fix more frequently, rather than having to wait for these movies to come out. on like every 6-month basis. But I mean, in my opinion, I really enjoyed What If, or at least the first episode. And I think the next episode's coming out, well, like tonight, but like 3 a.m. tomorrow tonight. So we'll see how the second episode is. Definitely hands down, the animation is beautiful. Like, the way that they have it styled is incredible. And I mean, I enjoyed the first episode. I thought it was good. Yeah, I was the same way. I watched WandaVision in an interesting way because I watched the first 4 episodes one after the other because I got into it after they had all premiered. So I saw the first 3 or 4 episodes directly after one another, and I felt the same way. I was a little bit not into it, but I think it was one of those middle episodes, either like 4 or 5, that got me hooked. And then I was excited to watch the rest of them. But yeah, the first half for me was really slow. But by the end, I get into it. I know some people feel the opposite. So. But yeah, I enjoyed WandaVision overall for sure. And Loki was really good. I actually still haven't finished Falcon and Winter Soldier. I need to do that. It's like on my list of to-dos. Oh, there are a lot of extra pieces in this first bag. It's so weird. Hopefully I didn't miss something, but I don't think I did. Yeah, I know for a lot of people, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was their least favorite. Anyway, I don't know yet because I haven't finished it, but so far I think I've watched the first episode and it's been kind of slow, so we'll see. You know, there's a good chance I built it wrong. I really don't think so, though. Unless I missed, like, a page, but... No, yeah, it's all there. Oh, I see what I did. I did miss one thing, but it's nothing crucial. I just missed some plates on the bottom. Or, I mean, that's like the biggest thing that I missed. Now I gotta figure out how this goes. Alright, so this is like this. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why do I have so many extra pieces? I think now I have it mostly done. I think there's just a lot of extra smaller parts. Did all that, did that. Yeah, I truly think there's just a lot of extra small parts with this, which is kind of insane to me. Yeah, it's so weird. I mean, every time I build a Lego set and there's spare parts, I add them into like these small bags, and I have so many from over the years. I have so many spare parts, like little pieces that I could put up. That's probably a good idea. I should do that. Or at least the parts that I know I won't use for like a mock or something. Well, I guess I'll move on to the next part. I'm kind of shocked that there's this many extras, but I went through. I'm pretty sure I missed nothing. Oh, I found that piece that I missed before. Now it's time for arguably the whole reason I bought this set is because I really wanted this Korg minifigure. Because he is one of my favorite characters. Because he's just so goofy. You know, I'm not exactly sure if it is canon. The way the first episode is set up, it basically like, I think if I understood it correctly, it basically kind of undoes a change it makes to the timeline in the way that it works out. But I could be explaining that wrong and also understanding the episode wrong. But I'm not sure whether it's supposed to be canon or not. I want to say yes. I want to say I've seen an article that said that the stuff that happens in What If is actually canon. But I don't take my word on that. Because I am not super educated on like that type of stuff. Yeah, I mean, Korg, like I said, is one of my favorite characters. The minute I saw Thor Ragnarok, his character was so funny to me. I do really love that they actually have like game control pieces now, rather than just printed tiles like it used to be. It's very nice to have that. Yeah, I would definitely recommend picking up this set. And also it's like small enough where I can definitely display this somewhere, because usually space is a problem for me, but this is like pretty self-contained and not super tall, it looks like. TikTok recommendations? Let me think. I mean, it partly depends on like what you're looking for. Let me see. Let me pull out my phone so I don't butcher names. Oh, we love spam. This is a spam-free zone. I will be muting you, or whatever the term is. Never had to deal with this before. Thanks. There we go. Moderation granted. Wow, I feel like I've like gone through like some sort of like, what am I trying to say? Like, you can't say you're a live streamer if you haven't had someone spam you. Oh yeah, so on TikTok, yeah, I mean, that is very true. Thankfully for now, it's only you, and I don't think you're gonna spam me. But yeah, TikTok, there's a lot of really cool people. There's Maticus Bricks. He's like in his late 20s. He does a lot of really cool stuff on his TikTok. There's Cool Guy Dom 02. He makes some really cool Star Wars type content. There's a bunch of people. There's oh yeah, I mean, I can imagine. I do not watch too many streams. I watch a handful from time to time, but they're usually Lego streams, so they're pretty tame. But yeah, spam can be very annoying for sure. Oh yeah, let me see. Other people to follow. Oh, there's Brick Pit. She makes some really fun TikToks. Who else? There's another account called Mini Superheroes Today who makes a bunch of Lego content. There's a bunch. Literally, there's so many people on TikTok. I do not watch that many streams. I mean, I think, let me see, which ones have I tuned in for? I've tuned in for, Brixie, like I've tuned into some of Brixie's streams. I've tried to tune in to, oh god, which other ones? I can never remember names. But yeah, I don't know. Most of the ones that I'm in are pretty PG. Mostly Brixie streams. Like, those are mostly what I watch. But I've seen some other people's too from time to time. Like, he gets a lot of comments, but maybe it's just the streams I've seen from him, but usually nothing super nasty, because he has a lot of people moderating. Yeah, I mean, I feel like on his channel they have to be, because I feel like, maybe this is just my perception and it's not true, but I feel like his audience skews a little bit younger for sure. Like, it's a handful. I mean, it's like a mix. It's like some adults, but also a lot of younger people. I mean, I guess that's a good way to go about it, you know? Yeah, I think part of the reason why most of the streams I've watched are tame, now that I'm thinking about it, is because a lot of the streams I watch are on TikTok. And I feel like it's a bit of a niche-er. I mean, not really. I mean, TikTok's huge, but most of the streams I've seen from Lego people on TikTok get like less than 50 views a stream. So it's like a smaller pool of people to have to deal with. But again, I haven't watched a ton. Only here and there I've seen a few. Oh yeah, there's live streams. People do it all the time. Oh, that's another big guy on TikTok is Epic Bricks. He's like got like 50,000 followers or something like that. He streams a lot. He streams himself playing Fortnite sometimes. Other times it's building a set. Like I think earlier tonight he was streaming the Infinity Gauntlet. But yeah, he streams. I think Maticus Bricks streams once in a while. Oh, there's another guy I'm thinking of. He streams. forgetting his name. Oh, Matt Mellish. He streams pretty frequently on TikTok. You know, I feel that way sometimes too. I just happen to get really into TikTok, so I actually have a sense of what's happening, but there's definitely other things that I have no clue what people are talking about. Yeah, I have yet to try streaming on TikTok, because I'm still getting my feet wet trying to stream on here, so we'll see. Although I will say streaming on TikTok is a much less intense, because it's just using your phone. Because there's really no way to set up an interface to stream from like a DSLR, which is what I'm doing right now. Oh, yes, he is the person who made up the dance thing. Which I don't think he does anymore. I think he was doing it until he reached a certain milestone, so I'm not sure if he reached that milestone or what it was. I forget. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest. But yeah, he makes some cool stuff. Oh, then there's Ethan the Artisan. He's another guy on there, and I think he has a YouTube channel too. He does a lot of mocks. I think he's made several Star Wars mocks. Hey, thanks for joining. Welcome to the stream. Our LEGO community is small but mighty, you know? Always gonna run into people. Yeah, there's a lot of cool creators on TikTok, and I feel like there's always more joining, you know? I feel like there's a lot of people I run into like that too, like on TikTok and stuff. I'm not sure. I think maybe I know who he is. I probably do. I'm very forgetful with names with all these LEGO YouTubers and TikTokers. There's a lot of people who have made the leap from TikTok to YouTube, I feel like. Probably because, you know, the TikTok community on, the LEGO community on TikTok is still growing, but, you know, the one on YouTube has always been here and it's still very strong. So they probably sense that and then head on over to YouTube too. I'm trying to think if there's any other TikTokers that come to mind. There's definitely more. Oh, there's Brixton. He posts a little bit less. He's somewhere in Europe. I don't want to mess up where he's from, but I want to say he's British, but I could be very wrong. Yeah, he has a really cool TikTok. He's on Instagram too. I don't think he has YouTube. Yeah. I know from working in social media a little bit that on TikTok, just because the videos are so much shorter, there's way less money involved. Like, you have to get massive views in order to make any sort of money on TikTok. Or at least have videos that consecutively get, like, a good chunk of views. Whereas on YouTube, it's a little easier. It used to be even easier to make money on YouTube. I mean, at one time, my channel was monetized, but then they changed the requirements for watch time and subscriber count. So I was brought out of the program. But slowly climbing my way back, and hopefully that'll be something achievable for me, is to get back into that AdSense, or not AdSense. Oh yeah, AdSense. Get back into the ad program. Oh yeah, sponsorships are huge too. That's I think on TikTok that's definitely where a lot of people actually make their money. I mean, even on YouTube, that's the case for some people too. Because, like, you can make a lot off of ads or AdSense on YouTube, but, you know, the deals that you can get sometimes, sponsorship-wise, are definitely can be much bigger opportunities. Yeah, no, I'm definitely trying to post more. It's just finding the time, you know. But I'm trucking along. I'm getting there. I'm not in a rush. I'm not looking to make big bucks off of YouTube. I'm honestly just looking to make enough to fund my Lego hobby. If I can do that, I'll be happy. Yeah. Just shooting, editing, it takes a little bit of time. It's always rewarding to see the end product, but that process takes time for sure. part of it too is coming up with ideas for stuff, but I think I'm starting to think of more things I can do, so I'm kind of getting out of that rut. And these live streams help because they're a fun way to make content. You know, talk to people and have conversations without having to go through the process of editing and all that stuff. So, these are fun to do. Yeah, I mean, that's honestly... I mean, when I was in the AdSense program before, I was making hardly anything. The only time I ever made a and to me significant was more than like $50 off of a video is in like 2013 or 2014. I had one video just like not go viral, but like go Lego community viral, and it got like something like 200,000 views in over the span of a week. And that was like the only video really that I made anything off of. Yeah, I mean, for me, live streaming is good because I make myself sit down and actually build something. And then, you know, the benefit of live streaming is while you're building it, rather than doing it by yourself, you're with other people, you know? You can have good conversations and connect. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I remember I was on a road trip with my family too, and I just happened to like pull out my... Actually, I didn't even pull out my phone. I didn't have a phone at the time. But I pulled out my dad's cell phone and just happened to log on to my YouTube channel, and I just saw this one video had exploded, and I was like, what? It also led me to gain a bunch of subscribers. It was a cool moment. It's always good to find new people. He's just going to the streams that you're on, you know? Yeah, I found, for me personally, like, I know I keep talking about TikTok, but it's been super helpful for me to find new people. Or to find just, like, any new LEGO creators in general that, you know, either already have a lot of support behind them or are looking for more support. So, it's always cool to find up-and-coming people. Not that I'm really that big, but, you know, on TikTok I have like 2,500 followers, which on TikTok is, within the LEGO community on TikTok is, you know, large. Like, there are people that have way more, but... Dang, that's a lot of streams. Yeah, I mean, I think I only recently started following you, Shy. But I'm glad to have found you. I'll have to watch more of your stuff. Yeah, definitely gotta say when I watch streams, I'm more of a... I really should start commenting more, but more of a watcher. Interesting to see what other conversations happen. Also partially because I'm usually doing other things too. So it's easier just to listen or watch while you're doing work or whatnot. Yeah, I really do think after I build this, I'm definitely gonna get the Hydra mech. Yeah, it's coming together. I'm almost done. It's gonna look really cool on a shelf, like for a display piece. And like I said, it's a good size, so like I actually have room to actually display it for once. And you know, I was a little worried that it maybe wasn't going to be worth the amount of money that the set costs, but you know, between the minifigures obviously increase the value, but it has a lot of really cool detail, so I think that also makes it worth it. Haha. I think the Hydra mech, I don't know how big it is, but it might even be big enough I could have it holding this little diorama. Time to make a bunch of pizza boxes. Yeah, I think the Hydra mech, it's cool because it comes with the Captain Britain minifigure, which is cool. And I forget what other minifigures it exactly comes with, but I assume maybe a Captain America figure. And probably, I think it's 3. I think there's 3 minifigures in it. Honestly, not a bad job of putting the stickers on. I usually suck at doing it. I forgot to finish off the couch. Yeah, I mean, when I first saw the What If sets, I wasn't super stoked, but after the first episode, I know I at least want the Hydra mech. At some point. I don't know if we'll get it right away, but maybe, who knows, maybe it'll be the next thing I build on a stream. We'll find out. But I don't have it yet, so if I'm gonna get it, I have to go back out and grab it. I'm pretty sure actually this set was sold out for a short period of time on Lego.com. I'm not 100% sure, but I swear that I remember seeing something like that. Maybe it was a different set, though. Yeah, the Watcher minifigure looks pretty cool. Very excited for the collectible minifigures. Which, at this point, are coming pretty soon. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of accessories in this set, which is cool. I really love these pizza pieces. The boxes and also the printed. Much better than the old pizzas. Yeah, definitely excited to display this for sure. Hey, I mean, it's a really fun build. I would build it. Build it as soon as you can. They're just like again, the thing I love about it is there's just so much detail and it has really good minifigures too. And it's like the perfect size for like having a small little display. Like it has enough detail, but it's also not like massive either. Oh yeah. If it decides to focus. Very much so. I really love the hairpiece though. I know on TikTok there were a lot of different TikTokers who were very excited to be able to have a dad bod in this tan color. I feel like there's a lot of other people who feel the same. Nothing like being inside for months and not being able to go anywhere. And I think that was the last step. Oh, now I see what I missed. I was wondering why I have all these branch pieces. Oh, there it is, all done. The drop test. Yeah, not doing that. Though I guess dropping this set would not be as bad as some other sets, that's for sure. Oh yeah, I definitely like this set. Very glad I picked it up. And it comes with a ton of extra pieces. Definitely some cool extra pieces too. You get a couple pieces of pizza, the ore, a little statue. Not too bad. But I do think I'm going to wrap up the stream because we've been going for a little while. And I want to go figure out where I'm going to stick this. Where I'm going to display it. Oh, no, that's a piece of advice. Yeah, I do think I'm going to end things. Thank you, both of you, for tuning in. I appreciate it. And hopefully I should have something to build next week, I think. So, I should be streaming next week. But if not, I have some sets that I've bought that I can build at some point down the road. So, I should be back with a stream either next week or the week after that. We'll see what happens. But, thanks again for watching. See you next time.